hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? The time comes out with another video. We doing Hollywood hot topics. Make sure y'all hype up the video if y'all haven't and hit that like button. Okay. First thing we're starting off with something a little bit more serious. If y'all have been ever victims of SA, please hop off of the video. If you have been a victim of SA and are easily triggered by the topics of SA or abuse at that. All right, so you guys, this man that you guys see in this picture right here is called Pastor McNut. And y'all, I know I would make jokes about stuff, but this whole situation really isn't funny. And the reason why I'm even talking about this too, it's been surfacing the blogs a lot. And then also, I feel like situations like this get swept under the rug so much. But the way that the internet is pushing so much narratives right now, they're making everything so LGBTQ focused, but stories like this bother me because stories like this get swept under the rug and they don't get talked about enough. These are the real issues here with people that deem themselves as such great people and that, you know, do good things that are really demons behind closed doors, allegedly. So that's why I wanted to make sure to talk about this, because I'd much rather talk about a story like this, which is really scary, than somebody getting bullied on Twitter. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. So this is Pastor McNut, and the boy that you see in the picture, he goes by the name of Junior. I'm going to use that instead of his real government name. His real government name starts with Q, but he usually gets referred to as Junior. I'm only doing that because he is underage. Now, the reason why they're going viral, and he's a pastor out of West Palm Beach, Florida. He runs the Church of Transformation Empowerment Worship Church in West Palm Beach. And they're going viral and they're trending because of a recent live stream that was made because of an arrest that Pastor McNut had in December. So this arrest was made due to a DCF that was sent to his home. And the reason why is because a counselor reported that the junior kid that you guys see on the left had a lot of marks and bruises near areas ranging from his buttocks, his arms, a lot of places in his body. So they sent them over there to try to see what was going on. So just a little backstory. Pastor McNut is the cousin of Carmisha. So Carmisha, you guys, basically had Junior, which is the son that you guys see in the picture. And Junior's father, I guess, was not in his life. So she wanted somebody to be a father figure in his life. So he had Junior live with Pastor McNut for the weekdays, and then she would take him on weekends, because of course that's her cousin, and then he's a pastor, of course. So her assuming that he would do the right things by the son, right? And then the boy that you also see on the far right is a nephew of Pastor McNut as well. So once the DCF was sent out over there, he then got arrested in December. So this arrest was made due with the charges of child endangerment / harm and abuse. And then because of that, he was locked up. Now, after that happened, the son, Junior, did not testify. So this is where it gets, to me, very dangerous. The fact that he did not testify, I feel like he was being silenced because they did not want the pastor to stay behind bars. Okay? So that's the backstory of what you guys are seeing that's surfacing all online with the them on live with Carmisha, and then you also see the pastor sitting next to him, and then he's in the middle. Okay, so a lot of people are raving online because they feel like he's in like deep trouble, because just from me looking at them, the boy is 16, right? And to me, he looks very malnourished, in my opinion. And he looks very thin and young to be that age. If you were to show me him and tell me and say, guess his age, I would not tell you 16. I would think he's like 13 or 14 years old. This does not, to me, look like a 16-year-old boy. I know some children have different growth spurts, but something about this whole situation to me does, in my opinion, allegedly scream abuse. The pastor in himself, even the way that he talks, I was able to watch the full stream. We're not going to play it on here, but just the way that he talks to me is a little suspect. Like, he talks in a way where you can tell he has a lot of control over that family, and he's basically the one calling the shots. So if this boy did agree to testify, I feel like he was scared, and that's why he decided not to do that. Okay. Now, a lot of people have always been side-eyeing this family just in general, just due to how the boys interact with him, and then also their appearance as well. There was even a video, which I'm not going to play the full thing. They show them sneaking into, not sneaking, but you see both of the cousins, which is Carmisha, and then also Pastor McNutt. It's Junior's birthday. So when they come in for his birthday, you see them come in, and at one point they start tickling him. Now, the pastor's hands stay in a certain area, and he begins to look very uncomfortable, and then starts to pee on himself. That, to me, in itself, is the biggest sign. Why is this child peeing on himself? Mind you, it was his 15th birthday, if I'm not mistaken. So for somebody that's of that age to be peeing on themselves, it shows like a sign of nervousness, anxiety. He did not want to, one, be filmed, and then two, was uncomfortable with what was going on. It was in a playful manner, do not get me wrong. But once again, the pastor's hands was in location that I don't think it should have been in. And two, he did not seem happy to be around them at all. He seemed very uncomfortable. I would continue the video, but then it ends up showing him in his underwear. So that's why I'm not going to do that for YouTube guidelines. Plus, if it wasn't good YouTube guidelines, I don't think people should just see that on the internet. I was kind of surprised that it's on even certain social media platforms without them snatching it down. So this is coming from a report that was made after the arrest. They're saying the charges grew out of reports made by JR to school officials who noted scratches and marks on his back, arms, legs, chest, buttocks, and injuries that included a busted lip and a bloody nose. The case did not proceed after JR declined to testify and McNutt was released, but the renewed attention from the live broadcast has intensified public scrutiny of the pastor and his ministry. In the live stream, Irons, who is also described as McNutt's cousin, which is Carmisha, you guys, that I showed you guys, and co-parent to the boy, praised McNutt for stepping in as a father figure. I've seen it all, done it all for my son. So now we're going to play the video. Once again, stories like this really like bother me because we don't talk about stuff like this enough, especially in the Black family. Okay, not everybody should be trusted around your child. And most importantly, just because they say they're a person of faith does not mean that they will do things of God. And that, to me, is the problem that I feel like a lot of the Black families have. They're so worried about their children either being gay, gangs, or whatever, but they're not worried about the people that's around their kids that will abuse them, but they'll look past that just as long as, oh, they're cool, whatever, I know them. They would never do such a thing. They're going to teach my boy how to be a real man. And then there's situations like this. This boy, to me, looks scared out of his mind. Okay. Take a look at a little bit of the live clip, you guys.
So, I went to jail. I really do live what I preach. I promise you I do. So, this son of mine, glory to God's name, who I took in.
Every day, even with the no contact, with everything that was going on with court, everything. Every day, you still want to know how he's doing.
DCFS said that I could have no contact with him, and he could have no contact with me as well. Glory to God's name. God's name.
Mind you, one of the counselor, just so you guys know, this isn't like a part of the story is allegedly, but the counselor said, because we're going to go back to this, said the scratches on marks on his back, arm, legs, chest, buttocks, and injuries that included a busted lip and a bloody nose. Bloody nose.
I mean, you all hear from Cameron in a moment, but this boy took our whole family through a whole scheme. So whooping hadn't been the only, I mean, there's been many times that we should have whooped his tail. Did we?
No, sir.
In this wasn't the victim. She was the victim. Lift your hand. I was the victim, and then Cameron.
Now, this is the boy that you guys see in that picture that I just showed you, which is another nephew that he took in. Just from the way he talks, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. He gives off that he does not love women. No shade. Like, it's just, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, these are the things that like people really should be talking about. But we talking about somebody tweeting the F word. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the stuff that bothers me.
They're a loving family, and I love you, Junior. And you've had
So
for about 5 years.
You haven't, yes, sir.
go on.
I apologize for the police having to invade our home, and I apologize for the police having to put you, Dad, in handcuffs. I apologize, Cameron, for you having to deal with the situation the way that you did and having to see Dad get put in handcuffs. I apologize for lying on Dad and putting you in the situation that I put you in. I apologize, Mom, for running away and also having you to have to handle me and also the situation as well. I apologize for putting you in the position that I put you in. And I apologize to the both of you all for not being a good son. And I apologize to everyone.
For about 5 years.
You haven't yet, everyone else as well, for not being who I should be and for being a follower and not a leader.
So we've told you for I don't know how long, man. You're gonna make mistakes, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
You flesh. You're human. You are a developing young man. We've told you you're gonna make mistakes. It's okay to cry. We done told you you're gonna make mistakes, right?
Yes, sir.
And so we told you all we want you to do is tell us what?
The truth?
And you haven't done that, have you?
No, sir.
Yeah. So we've been very understanding concerning your development.
And his mother really should be ashamed of herself, because the way that you're letting this man talk to your son, which regardless of him taking that father role, that is not his biological child, and the abuse that he has allegedly inflicted on him is going to live with him for years. Look at his face. He looks like he wants to literally not be here on earth. And you're looking at him as if he's just a parasite. These are the things wrong with the Black family.
Development. And you growing up and you making mistakes. And we done told you that over and over and over and over. How many times have we told you that?
A lot. Everyone else as well, for not being who I should be and for being a follower and not a leader.
So we've told you for I don't know how long, man. You're gonna make mistakes. We understand you. We love you. Nobody at the school, no police officer, no judge, nobody is gonna do for you what we do for you. Nobody. They think they know you. And they think, I get it, they protecting you. We're protecting you for real. At what point have we taught you to lie, to be deceptive, to be true? When have we taught you that?
Never.
What have you been taught in our home?
To be honest and to do the godly thing.
And he's 16, y'all. I understand, glory to God's name, that, he's 16. And so, we've been very transparent with him and Cameron about things that we've done at young ages. We've never tried to act like at 16. We understand you. We love you.
Okay. Now, a lot of people online have been tagging West Palm Beach police. And one thing about DCF, though, like, they don't play when it comes to cases similar to this. So I don't think this is the last time I'm going to revisit this topic, because the stuff that's posted online, just of how the nephew, not him, but the nephew that you see in this picture here, talks to him, to me, is very odd. The way that the guy in the light blue shirt talks, this is the other nephew, talks about Pastor McNut, I don't like it. I don't care what nobody says. It gives grooming. He talks about him and his appreciation for him as if it's like a relationship. It's weird to me. And I feel like the media needs to push this a lot more. That's why I made sure to talk about it in this video, because I do feel like something needs to be done about this 100%, because these are the type of pastors and the type of people that's in the church that makes other people scared to go to church because of stories like this. Okay. So let me know what y'all think down below about this whole situation. And have y'all heard about this as well? And also, I feel like them having him make a public apology like that is something that's going to make the DCF kind of be on high alert, because anybody that works in anything mental health, y'all know that's low-key like a form of abuse. It's like a form of public humiliation. Anybody that works in anything mental health sector, children, anything, you know that's low-key a form of abuse. So it's like, I don't get how they thought this was even smart, especially if you literally just got arrested for something similar to for something as if doing harm to him, and then you're gonna put him on camera, make him apologize forcefully, and think nothing's gonna happen from it. I hope they put this man under the jail, because I see straight through him. This to me, when I was watching like the live or whatever, to me it felt like a movie. Like, y'all ever seen that I forget the name of the movie. The name of the movie, it was like incest and stuff involved, and the dad was involved. It was something like that, and it was just like the way that it was talked about was so sick. The whole movie, it was trending for like the longest. I forgot the name of the movie. Like, it reminded me of that. It literally felt like a scene of a movie. It didn't look real to me. So that's why it made me pique my interest. I'm like, this can't be real. These people are acting with someone's AI. And then I looked it up, and y'all, it is very, very real, y'all. So please, if y'all haven't checked out this story, you guys, please keep following it along. I will be updating on it, because once again, I do feel like topics like this is what needs to be pushed and talked about, more than what I feel like the media is trying to portray is a bigger problem. Okay. On to some more light things. Well, I don't know if this is too light. It's really not. Everything dark nowadays, no shade. Ain't nothing light nowadays, if we're gonna be honest. Ain't nothing light. Okay. Now, Giselle was caught out, and she was asked if she thinks that Wendy should take the plea deal, which anybody in their right mind knows Wendy needs to take that plea deal, baby. If Wendy take it to trial, they are going to hammer her when it comes to the prosecution. Look what happened to Karen. Karen thought she was going to go to jail for like a month, maybe a few weeks. Sister went in there for a year. Well, she lasted a little bit for a shorter time than that, but I do think Wendy does need to take the plea, especially if the plea is not that bad. You know, a bit of house arrest, maybe serve a little bit of time in the house arrest. I think she needs to take it, because the allegations I feel like that are against her and the charges, I think is something that she cannot be able to explain. The credit card stuff and like, no, it's a lot. And y'all, oh my God, I didn't see the sneak peek. They've been dropping all over, y'all. Where Ashley says, I have one social security number. I gagged. I said, ooh. Now, Wendy, I hope you better. Y'all, I am recapping the reunion, a whole separate video, because I got to. Okay? Because that reunion looked too good for me not to talk about it on the whole separate video. Like, listen, Wendy, if you do not come hard at her, I know something. Because you let forehead get you like that. Oh my God. Not gonna lie, Ashley, you ate that. And I don't even like you, Ashley, but you ate that down. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is why I said Wendy coming back next season, if she's not behind bars, it's not going to be an easy feat. Like, she's not going to be able to do her, oh, you know, I have 3 degrees, I'm educated. Because it's like, an educated person would end up in a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. You're going to have to, like, you're going to have to come with a new game plan next season, Wendy. Like, maybe flipping a new coin of, you know, being more, I don't know, free willing to not judge people. I don't know, like something like that. Me like a non-judgmental person, right? Kind of like when Nene came back after she got like that break on season 9, and then she came back on season 10 a little bit more like, yeah, hey guys, like that type of vibe. Or when Teresa got out the clinker, and then she came back on season 7, if I'm not mistaken, and she turned the new leaf just a little bit when how in regards to how she treats the women a little bit, sort of like that. Cause yeah, it's not gonna be easy feat at all. Okay, now let's talk about this whole DJ Vlad situation. He tweeted recently, I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory, and they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never popped. The LA police are all on Jay's payroll. And it doesn't stop with LA. But you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who shanked Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. The 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal all paid off by the Rock Mafia. Okay, now this was recently recanted and says that it was satire. First of all, y'all know I don't like DJ Vlad. I never liked DJ Vlad. I feel like he is an informant. I don't care what nobody says. That is the definition of an informant. Okay? I'm sick of people like a DJ Vlad literally exploiting the Black community and profiting for it. These are the vermins that we need to keep out of the community. No shade. Okay? To me, I compare him to like an Aiden Ross. He's like an older 40-year-old, 50-year-old, however old the nigga is, as an Aiden Ross. Okay? Literally. They're like one and the same. They would not be profitable had they not been using the Black community. Pure point blank. In the Black community, we low-key are a little bit dumb because we let them do it. So I knew he wasn't going to stick by this, because this tweet in itself has like 10 lawsuits. 3 from the Supreme Court judges. Another one from the LA Police Department. A 5th one from Megan's doctor. Jay-Z is a 6th one. Beyonce probably sued a nigga for fun. Like, it's just, Megan Thee Stallion counts as 3 people. Like, that's about 10 cases he would just catch off this one tweet with the amount of following that he has. So I knew he wasn't going to stick by this at all. I just knew it when I saw it. I remember I seen it yesterday, and I just rolled my eyes and scrolled past it on Twitter because I knew he was gonna stick by it, and he didn't.
Pimps getting guys to jerk off. Stay on that side. Vlad's calling me. Hey, Vlad, what's going on?
Yeah, what's good?
How you doing, man? I'm on stream right now. Is it okay?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so I saw your tweets about Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Is everything okay? Are you in a safe spot?
Man, people just do not know sarcasm, do they? It's just, sarcasm really just goes over people's heads. It really surprises me.
Okay, so you're trolling.
Of course I'm trolling. Hey,
okay, so what's the purpose of this? Is it
Jay did a verse on the judge's grandson's album? Like,
okay.
How is this not obvious?
Yeah, the timing is strange because now he's getting revealed in the Epstein files. So I'm sure especially a lot of people do see how Tory Lanez is innocent.
I guess, man. Do they really? I mean, he was convicted by 12 jurors. His appeal has been denied. Like,
I don't want to talk to these pimps getting guys to jerk off. Stay on that side. Vlad's calling me. Hey, Vlad, what's going on?
Really,
you think that Megan Fox is the one? You think that he shot her in the foot?
Megan Stallion?
Once again, let's keep these white people out of our community. It's no shade. Because what the fuck does Megan Fox have to do with this? This is what I'll be talking about. It troubles me when I see this, y'all. It does.
He said Megan Fox.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about... so
you shot her too?
No. Okay, so... All right, you're just trolling.
Yeah, man. Look, at the end of the day, we don't exactly know what happened. But, when you shoot a woman and she's willing to take the stand and say that person shot me, that is very hard to get over, And if he really didn't shoot her, then he should have taken the stand and said that. And, you know, I mean, just all the pieces. Like, look, like, and he's talking to Kelsey over the jail phone, and he's apologizing to her, and she's the shooter. How you gonna be in jail and apologize to the person who put you there?
Well, I mean, obviously, maybe they forced his hand, but I did see his bodyguard, his security.
His hand. He's already.
You think that Megan Fox is the one? You think that he shot her in the foot?
Maybe he was in jail.
His security just went public and said the opposite of what the mainstream narrative is.
No, not his security. Kelsey's security, who was not her security the night of the actual incident.
And it saddens me, Kelly. And what am And it saddens me, Kelly. And what am
It really does. The man doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, fuck!
That was her security during the trial, and he said that he overheard her saying that. That's the story. And that story is from May of last year. And that appeal that they tried to file was denied.
What about the forensic evidence where it said that she stepped on glass? And that's what the original doctor's report was.
She said that she stepped on glass originally because she said that she didn't want to see everyone arrested. But then when she went to the hospital, so the actual doctor took the stand and said there was bullet fragments. And he pulled those out. And then at first he said she wasn't shot. But then when they filed the appeal, he said that Kelsey was a shooter and he hit her arm and the gun fell to the ground and fired 2 more times.
Vlad, if Rock Nation just pressed you, you could say that too. If you got the call from Rock Nation, be honest.
And he was in jail.
His security just went public and said the opposite of what the mainstream narrative is.
No, not his security. Kelsey's security, who was not. Have you ever shot a gun before?
Of course.
Okay. Have you ever?
When he says, of course, he's talking about a BB. When he says, of course, he's talking about a water gun. When he says, of course, he's talking about the lighters that's shaped like a gun. Mm-hmm.
Dropped a gun on the ground and it fired twice.
Okay. Now, I do feel like there's some truths in this tweet. Okay. But I think that Mr. Vlad knows better than to say that it wasn't satire or jokes. Okay. That's what I think. All right. I feel like the reason why he's tweeting stuff like this is because now we're living in a day and age where it's like it's all about exposing people. Who could expose the person the best? Who could expose the person first? Right. So he's trying to put this out there. So if things like this do come true and about, he will try to like, oh, and see, I tweeted this and I said it was sarcasm, but I really mean it. Y'all get what I'm saying? And in my opinion, I don't believe the jury part. I feel like when it comes to, let's talk about juries. I think that Diddy's juries were paid off more than a Tory Lanez jury. Isn't there shade? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Especially after watching that 50 Cent documentary, some things were done. 100%. I don't care what nobody says. Some things were done when it comes to that Diddy trial. And I don't think he should have gotten that max time. Don't get me wrong. Because I do feel like, there's bigger monsters than him. But I was just watching that 50 Cent docuseries. I don't think Tory's was paid off. Now, Diddy's, I do. 100%. Like, watch it. Like, that girl the girl that interviewed was a whole fan. I'm like, girl, she couldn't even hide it. I'm like, please. You probably on YouTube watching all of the YouTubers cover the case. You like, you know the tease, girl. You know what to give. Like, stop it. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below. Do y'all believe any of the tweets so far? Do I think the doctor was paid off? I don't know. I'm kind of unsure on that one. Okay. But I do feel like certain calls were made when it came to Tory getting shanked by the Mexican. I do think that. And of course, Jay-Z's a high-powered person. Do I think he has law enforcement on his side in certain states and cities? Of course. You would be a fool not to think so. Okay? Paid off, though, that's debatable. That's how I feel. Now, Ray J, has went viral because he has posted, not posted, but he was caught recently at a concert and his eye had blood coming out of it. Okay. And he was performing with a heart monitor. Now, there's no solid confirmation as if this was real or not, or if he was just doing this for keys, giggles, and laughs. Okay, it's giving. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. Y'all remember when Lady Gaga went there? She said, no, no. And she was bleeding all over. That one of the best VMA performances. The VMAs can never be that good again. Okay, that's what it's giving to me. Okay. I don't think this is real. But Ray J also, I don't think he should be playing like this. I don't get why, because if y'all don't know, that's a sign of like liver failure, is when blood starts coming out of the eye like that. I feel like you shouldn't play around when it comes to death. I don't get people who do. It's no shade. Like, I'm not finna joke about something that I don't want and that's gonna come. The fuck? Ain't nothing funny about that. No shade. I don't get people who do. Like, everybody gonna end up dying one day, right? But why would you want to joke about it happening sooner? Or like insinuate it, or like do it, or like tease at it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it ain't a movie, bitch. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I do feel like he's trolling though, and he needs to stop because it's not funny. Okay. He's recently talked about how he is going to be unalive soon because the doctor told him he does not have that much longer to live. Okay. So prayers do go out to him if this is real, which once again, I don't think it is. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about this video. Please comment what y'all think about this Pastor McNutt situation. I really want to know y'all thoughts on this, and also DJ Vlad's tweet. Let me know what y'all think, and we are babies.